We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway on a Monday night. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First carry here for Kenneth Walker to third. And some room to work. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run. And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On second down, it's Walker, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago. And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think? Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give, running right is Akers. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Going right back to Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mon looks to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off the play fake, Mond. And it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
On play action, they'll throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He completes this to Walker. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Succop's kick is good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be... And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mond. It's caught by Mike Evans. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here. Mond. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Evans with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And Walker once more. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. The tight end in motion right. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jelani Woods, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 10-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
In motion right is Evans. Mon looks to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Mon now off of play action. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On first down, here's Mon. Airing this one out for Evans. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Mond. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Carlos Basham with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. The previous play, big on the ground. That one, big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. On 2nd and 9, Mond. This one swung outside to Strong. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now Mond. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken on the 25. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Straight ahead, Walker. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Saints will have the football back. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mon going to throw it. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Carlos Basham able to drop him that time for his 2nd